to the Battlefield Commanders. This is SithJaeger, and today we are in the German Heavy Tier 6 Tiger 2. This match actually has 5 real players, maybe 6, 5 that we know of. Our teammates there off to the right are both in some of the new tanks released, the ERC 90 F1 wheeled tanks. We do have a real player on red that is also in an ERC, and they also have another player on red in the Ferdinand Roar. Alright, so I wanted to showcase this battle just so you guys can kind of get an idea of what you're going to face when these wheeled tanks are in your matches. Looking at the mini-map, you can already see that we do have an ERC that's already at the northern portion of the map, just zipping along there. Now, one of the things you have to keep in mind is when you see some ERCs in your match, try to keep an eye on the mini-map so you know where they're at. If there's a possibility you're going to engage them, you need to be prepared for that. You need to be up against some kind of terrain or structure that's going to prevent them from just continuing a circle of death around you. So right now we don't think we're anywhere close to him. We have tanks on our left and tanks on our right. There's not really a way that he would get to us without being spotted, so that's to our advantage. Additionally, you can see that he's coming back, going south now from the northern portion of the map, and it looks like he's going to engage in some of our wheel tanks. It's real hard, depending on how far you are away from them, to predict where they're going to go. Now, we're going to show you an example of the kind of shot you can make, and when they're moving away from you, it's an easier shot to make. In this case, it looked like he was moving off to the left, so by the time we got the round off and it traveled down to where he was at, he was already out of the way. But look at how fast this guy's moving. There's really no way to predict this. He's already turned around and going back the other way, so you don't want to spend too much time on focusing just on the ERCs. One of the things you can try to do is try to eliminate as many other reds as possible. That way you can just overwhelm them with sheer numbers. Now, this match is a capture map, capture mode, which is a new mode in Tank Company. Here you can see that as one team captures a point, a base, I'm sorry, that they get points. And here, so I'm trying to fire off a round and not working at all. So you can try to capture a point, and the first team that gets to 500, regardless of how many are still alive on each team, will win. So you can either win this match by taking care of all of the reds, or by getting 500 points through capturing the different one of the 3 bases. So right now we're in the lead, and it's 10-8. Well, now it's 9-8, and as you can see, we still have 2 of our wheeled vehicles. They have 1, and I noticed that he's targeting this TD over here. So when you see that one of the ERCs is starting to circle a tank or focus in on a tank like this, now's the time to take advantage of that and try to get some shots off. Unfortunately, we're in a heavy, so we're moving a lot more slowly. So we're not going to be able to get too many shots off here, if any. And it looks like our teammate in another ERC is coming to help out. So he straightens out here, and as you can see, we get 1 shot off, and then we have to pull back, and they're going to go one-on-one. And just watch their indicators in front of you. Look at how fast they're moving. Looks like the other ERC is going to try to take on the Ferdinand, the other real player, up on the, there you go, right there, on the eastern half of the map. And we're going to try to focus in on, look at that. How are you supposed to predict that? Where he's going to, where do you aim? We are so far off, we're not going to really be of any use to our teammate. They're kind of all alone out at no man's land by themselves. We're going to try to get closer, but it looks like our teammate is going to be moving on to his next match. And I think he does send us a message, and he is asking that we kill him now. Okay, well, we'll try to help him out with that request. We get spotted. So something else you have to keep in mind with, along with the speed of the ERC, they also have the view range advantage, so they're going to be able to spot you before you can spot them, especially if you're in a heavy tank. There's going to be another match I'm going to show where somebody was an expert at this. He basically decimated a bunch of bots by staying out of their range, because I was waiting for him to pop up in range of one of our tanks, and he never did. And he took out 4 other tanks, and we were the last tank that he had to battle with. He can see that he's going to start circling us. He spots us. Now, the one thing you don't want to do is stand perfectly still. You need to try to do something to disrupt what he's doing. You can move forward, you can move backward, and as you can see here, we were able to get a shot off. And it looks like he's trying to do a circle of death around us. Our teammate comes in to assist, and that was the only thing we needed to get him slowed down. And now he is on to his next match. Yeah, you don't want to sit there and just be still, because he'll continue to circle you, and that's it. You need to do something that's going to disrupt his circle around you, whether that's continuing straight, so he has to widen his circle, whether that's moving up against some kind of structure here, so it's real hard to have that circle done if there's a huge building he has to go around. You also don't want to turret chase him. You don't, if he's going in one direction, and your turret is not going to go any faster. So if you are already not ahead of him, you're not going to catch up with him. You can try to start turning your turret the other way to see if whether, sometimes they won't notice that you're turning your turret the other way, and they'll come right across your field of vision. You take a shot there, and that's just some of the things you can do when you're facing these wheeled vehicles. Not really sure what the other wheeled vehicles are like. I'm in tier 6 right now. As soon as I get my tier 7 tank, I'll show you guys what you can expect when you're facing the wheeled vehicle in tier 7. But I'm assuming it's going to be much the same. So here you have a 4-on-2 match. We're up by almost 1,000 points in health, and I couldn't tell which way his barrel was facing, so we're going to pull back. Pull forward again, try to get a shot off here. Now obviously I can see where he's aiming at, and we got to bounce. I don't know how he got a shot off so quick. I thought his barrel was facing the other way. So we'll focus in on his teammate here in the low. Shot there at the turret. It's a good one. Now they've captured 2 bases, and we have 417 points, and they have 360, 370 now, or 375. So there's a good possibility that they could catch us. So we need to take care of this so that they don't win this match and come from behind with only 2 tanks to have won the match based on points. So now it's down to 4-1. They need 100 points from their base captures to win via base capture. But it looks like we're going to be able to finish them off here. One more shot should do it. Can we get the shot off? We don't. Trying to line up. We were pretty low on health, so we wanted to make sure we managed to get through the whole game. And there you go, guys. 2,860 points. We came in 3rd. One of the ERCs on our team came in 2nd. The other one came a little bit further down. And over on the right, you can see their ERC was the top player in their match. This is the damage that we did. And these are the earnings that we made. And of course, you'll see that they shoot APCR rounds, so they have speed, they have a better view range, and they have APCR rounds. What more could you ask for? Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this battle. Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, this is SithJaeger, and I'm out.